Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer and welcome to a new playthrough series. I'm starting it today. It is called Maladum. It is from Battle Systems. It's a UK company, this game right here. I will put links in the video description for all this stuff that I'm going to be talking about. This is a fantasy campaign. It's like an RPG. You're going to be playing pre-made scenarios, although there is a way to make your own scenarios, and you'll be tracking your heroes on these little tracking charts here with pegs to represent things like health, magic, skill levels, stuff like that. The dungeon that you'll be playing through consists of these cardboard punch outs. I don't have, yep, I do have one. They come on a sheet like this, and for example, with the basic Maladum game, I think I got like about 15 or 20 of these sheets. You punch them out. Some of them are just flat walls and doorways and things like that. And others you have to sort of assemble. They're all push fit, although in some cases I use wood glue just to make it permanent, but you don't have to do that. You can assemble them. Things like crypts, things like wells and chests and things like that. They have a three-dimensional aspect that you'll place on the board. And like chests will actually have treasure tokens in them so that when you move next to a chest and your action you choose to search it, you'll open that chest, check the tokens that are placed randomly, and you might find some really good treasure. Now, Maladum is based on the, well, I don't know if based is the right word. It uses the same system as Core Space. Core Space is a sci-fi game from Battle Systems. I've played it quite a bit. And I'm kind of anxious to get back to it, and I probably will do so because this has sort of made me realize just how much I enjoyed that game. But this game, from the box, the basic core box, it comes with an introductory dungeon. It's a very small dungeon, which you can see right here. And I'm going to play through this, and it's basically just to get you an idea of the basic rules. There's a lot of advanced rules that aren't covered in the Read Me First document. The Read Me First just gets you playing, gets you understanding the most basic of the rules, and then you can move from there. And then there's a thing called Beyond the Vaults, which gives you a lot of extra campaigns, extra rules, and things like that. Now, with the basic game, you get the rule book. Now, this is a hardback, and this came with the Kickstarter version. I don't know if you can get it in hardback anymore. I believe it'll come in paperback. I could be wrong, but that's the way they did it with Core Space, and I suspect that's how they'll do it with Maladum. The core rulebook contains the basic and the advanced rules. So I flipping through this Beyond the Vaults, I noticed there's a lot of duplication. But there is some stuff in here that I did not see in the Maladum book. So there's quite a bit of, not quite a bit, there's some reading that you got to get through to understand this game. Now, after you play the introductory game, it also comes with this campaign book. This is 20 scenarios. They start fairly easy, and I'll be honest, this game, when they say easy, it's not. Core Space, even the easiest scenarios, you often find yourself running for the door. This is not a game where you have to get all the treasure and you have to kill all the monsters. This is a game where you're testing the waters. Your heroes go in, you're trying to investigate the dungeon, and when it starts getting too heavy for you, the pain starts getting too high, you're starting to lose health, you get out. There are a lot of players, especially with Core Space, I've watched players who feel they have to do it all. They have to get every treasure token open, they have to get, or treasure chest, they have to investigate all the secrets. I can tell you just from my basic read-through of the Maladum campaigns and rulebook, if you attempt to do that, you're probably going to be in trouble. Your heroes may not make it because this game, like Core Space, it ramps up the complexity. The longer you're in the dungeon, the faster the enemies start spawning, the more difficult enemies start showing up. When you first walk in, it's sort of like the dungeon is sleepy. There's a couple encounters possibly here and there, but the more noise you make, the more things you do, you're all triggering this tracker, and you'll see it when I play the game. There's a tracker that you put pegs in, and as you put more pegs, the dungeon gets more deadly. So before I get to the basic game, I just want to go over a few other things. Battle Systems is getting behind this game. So much so that during the Kickstarter, they went ahead and created 2 expansions for it. This first one is called Oblivion's Maw, and they sell these separately. This one comes with the rule book. Let's see, how many scenarios does it say? Sorry, I read it, but I can't remember. It does come with a number of scenarios, as well as extra monster miniatures, different dice. This game comes with dice and miniatures. This one comes with extra dice because the monsters get more crazy and things start happening. And it also comes with more terrain. And then the second one they did is called the Forbidden Creed right here. And again, more terrain, more miniatures, another die, more cards, more good guys, it looks like. Well, actually, those are bad guys, sorry. The color coding of the miniatures. If you don't want to paint the miniatures, you don't have to. I prefer to paint my miniatures, but they're sort of all color coded. And that is it. I have got a few more things to get set up for this game, including some of the 3D elements. I've got to get my heroes out. I've got to get their starting tokens and pegs inserted on their board. And that's about it. One more thing. You get small bags. This is just all the bags put together from all the expansions and stuff to hold these together. I'm going to put a time lapse up showing you me assembling this very small dungeon. The bigger the dungeon, it can take 5 or 10 minutes to slot them all together. But it uses this peg system, these plastic pegs with the cardboard to make the walls, doors, and entryways. And then, like I said, the 3D objects that you'll put in there, they're assembled just the same, from the same material, but they actually represent physical objects that you can interact with. All right, that is it. I have really, I've had this game for a while, and it just sort of sat on the back burner with one of those, like, I intend to play it. And I really have been looking forward to it, and I needed to find a time to do this. Now, if you're watching this video and you're new to my channel, what I'm going to do is this video and the next video will be free. You can watch them and see if you like the game. Most of my games, after I do some introductory free videos, they go to a members-only mechanism that I've enabled for YouTube. It's only 99 cents a month. If you like this game and you want to see more, there's 20 campaigns scenarios plus these 2 boxes. I've got plenty of videos ahead of me. If you want to see more of them, please consider becoming a member. Like I said, it's only 99 cents a month. Just click the join button and follow the instructions. And not only will you get access to this game, but you'll get access to all of my games. I play a lot of solo games. So if you're a solo gamer and you want to see a large collection of solo games and how they're played and things like that, check out my channel. All my previous videos to this point are still free. You can watch them. They won't be switched over to members only videos from this point forward. So take a look at Maladum, see if it's something that interests you. Watch the next video, which is where I will actually be playing the introductory scenario. And if you want to see more, I welcome you to join as a member. All right, that's all I got. This is Jim, the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I introduce Maladum. Up next, I'm going to play. So join me then. Everybody, take care.
Check out the new RPG and Wargame Newsletter. Each week, the Tabletop Engineer shares news, products, Kickstarters, and much more related to the gaming hobby. It's free to subscribe, so check out the link in the video description below to sign up.